Wednesday, and it's cold. What a week it has been with absolute freezing cold weather. So if you have played golf Monday, Tuesday, or today, I hope you survived. If you did, drop us a message in the chat line and tell us how it went, because we are ready for tomorrow, Thursday series at Glendower. And I can tell you, the weatherman says it's going to be 5 or 6 degrees tomorrow, so it's going to be really, really cold. So don't thin any golf balls. Thanks for joining us. What are we doing today? We've got plenty to talk about, but the main thing is looking back at Houghton, where we enjoyed our 7th Sunday one round on a day that was tricky on the golf course, and towards the end of the afternoon, the weather started coming in. It was really cold, and then we're going to look at some funny things. We're also going to try and establish our top 10 opening holes in Gauteng and see how that goes. So I've got a list for you so you can be involved and put your thoughts down, which is the best, because you've got to remember there's some par 4s, some par 5s. I think there's one par 3, and then we can see what our top 10. We won't do all 10 today. We maybe do 2 or 3 holes. But let's get started because we can get right to it. We've got our panel today. We've got Johnny as usual, we got Fricky as usual, and we got our latest champion, Rakesh. Rakesh, welcome to the show for the first time. Are you still smiling?
Smiling very, very much. And yes, I'm excited.
Excited. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate it. Tell me, has it sunk in? How many autographs have you signed since your victory at Houghton?
Too many. I'm still getting people to come and say, can I get your signature? Fricky was one of them today. And Danny as well.
Fantastic.
Yes, please, pick me.
We will go through it all and see and break down your round and how the rest of us did at Houghton. Let's jump straight in, everybody. Let's jump straight into what's coming up in July. Now, we know that Glendower is coming up tomorrow, and then Bushwiller on the 23rd. Very excited for Bushwiller because the field has filled up very quickly. So we're going to have probably 88 guys playing, and they let us start at 11, just before 11 o'clock, so we should all get in. We haven't been there for a while, so it'll be interesting to see how that goes. I think it's going to be low scoring because Bushwiller, if you play well, Donnie, we can go low.
That's it. It's from all the scores I can remember. It's if you're not -6, you're not in the top 3. So yeah, no, it's an easy course to score good points on. You know, it's not a tough course. It's open. So yeah, no, looking forward to playing it.
And
Listen,
even
Mazo,
Ricky knows.
Yeah, Mazo, just don't shoot don't let it go too bad, because I've got some marketing guys, or I did some marketing.
Mm-hmm.
So, if Donnie already says about -6, then those guys might pull out. Niku, guys, welcome.
Yes.
So, yeah, please, it's not going to be that low. We need to give the guys chances, please. Don't play best golf.
Yes, Nico Kruger contacted. Well done, Fricky. You went to Louis Nell's party and you recruited quite a few.
Look, it was just a Jägermeister that talked, so that's all. It wasn't me.
Fricky, do you know if Leon was in trouble with his wife that evening or the next day?
Listen, I can't say anything on the record, so no, thank you. I'm saying nothing.
We'll meet the boys. We'll meet the boys when it comes to Bushwillow. August, you would have seen during the week that the bookings for August has opened. This is what they are. ERPM, 6th of August. So that's going to be an interesting track, especially that it's going to be hard. And it's going to be fast. So I think the guys might struggle there. Royal West, it's going to be great to play there. The difference is that the 9s have switched around since the last time we played there last year. So don't forget that. The 18th is now that par 5 on the top. And then Eagle Canyon is a Saturday, everybody. And that includes carts. Why is it a Saturday? When I asked for the Sunday, because we never feature it on the weekend, because they've always been busy. And then when I asked for the Sunday, the woman said, I'd prefer if you do Saturday. And I thought, that would be interesting. Why not have it on a Saturday? Maybe we get some more ducks. Rakesh, what does a Saturday mean to you? I know you're not going to make it, but Saturday is something different.
Agreed. I think it's definitely something different. We have to rearrange because we're always used to our games on a Sunday with Duckhook. And that's when we meet up on Sunday lunchtime and have our first beer with the guys.
Yes.
Before we tee off.
No excuses to stay afterwards because Sunday the guys want to get home to their family, but Saturday we can have a beer or two afterwards.
Absolutely.
100%.
And it's Eagle Canyon and a lovely view of the course and atmosphere. So yeah, it's going to be good.
Yes. Donnie, I know you love that golf course.
Love hate. Yeah, it's I think it's 3 good courses. You know, I obviously grew up on the East Rand with ERPM, and winter courses or times it's tough. It's quite hard. And then that track, Eagle Canyon. But yeah, no, it's 3 good courses.
That's the beauty of golf, everyone, is that we all have our favorite courses. It all suits us differently. I actually like Eagle Canyon. But like Houghton, I can't play golf at Houghton. I don't know what golf is at Houghton. No idea.
Rakesh knows.
Rakesh knows. Yes, we'll get there. We'll get there. I wanted to show you this. Donnie will find the funny part of this. Rangefinder, there's 2 stories to this. When your buddy spends 5 minutes trying to figure out if it's 178 or 179 yards, then chunks it 7 yards. True?
Yeah.
True.
That's funny. That's funny.
Has that happened to anyone?
Yeah, lots. you waiting for the
Houghton
guys on
also.
the green, and then you can't reach, and then let's say you're on a par 5 as an example, and you're like 200 meters out. You wait for the guys at the back, they want to tee off, you can't, and then you chunk it, and they say, "What have you been doing?"
This is what I do. I don't really do that, but what I do is it's happened once or twice where I've shot past the pin, right? And you're not really concentrating. So you're shooting and it's like, it's 165, and it's actually 135. And then you take out your 6-iron and you smoke it, still not realizing. And you see that ball take off. And you say, yeah, I flushed that thing. Wait a minute, what's happening? And the guy next to you says, what club did you use? I used a 9. And you're like, 9? Why would you use a 9? Because it's 130 meters. I did that recently. I was playing at Glendower with Grant and on the stroke 1, I shot past the flag. It said 95. It was 65. So as I hit it, I hear a voice coming from the side, and it's Grant says, "Jeez, I think you overcommitted to that one." Flew it, gone.
30 meters.
So you've got to concentrate. Make sure you hit the pin.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. And then talking about distances, did you see this? Tiger Woods' new golf course that he wants to build. 8,064 yards. That is perfect for you, Rakesh.
Definitely.
Yeah, I
I
think that's
think
definitely.
our long hitters is going to struggle on that one as well, eh? Donnie?
Yeah, no, I think that's definitely one of the longest courses in the world. That's because I think Maz said it's like I think the 12th or 13th hole, which is a par 3, is like 350 odd yards or something. So
Yes.
that's almost like
75.
200 or 275. So it's almost like 240 meters off the back tip.
It's like driver for me on a par 3. What's the point? Look at the 15th, 292. It's even longer.
Sure.
It's like, who's he made this golf course for? Look at this par 4, the 9th, 505 yards.
I must think that there has to be a lot of sloping. So for those courses, you must hit like a downhill element type of thing.
It could be. We don't know if there's a lot of slope on there, because obviously slope will, like, if it's a downhill, it's like, it will go further. But I think either they've got a lot of room to use that they just want to cover or something. But that's insanely long.
And I wonder if that's off the tips, or if that's club tees.
No, that
Maybe
will be
that
tips.
is the tips.
Oh, I hope
that
it's
will
the
be
tips.
tips.
Oh, awesome.
Well,
So that par 3 will be 230 meters then.
Just imagine that if that's a 290 odd yard par 3, that's like almost 260 meter like hole. I wonder what Mr. Ryan Jensen will hit. Driver.
Hey,
Drive and then drive off the deck. Yeah. Nico Kruger says, sounds like Pilgrim's Rest. The 7th is 640 meters. I wouldn't know, but that is also monstrous, Nico. Thank you for watching. Barry Fenter, hello, boys. Wayne says, why? I don't use rangefinders. I do that too, but you can't shake, Wayne. You've got to be very still when you're using the rangefinder. No. Nicholas Lopesha is watching. Thanks for watching, Nicholas. And Gerard is watching. Saturday, no sins on the Sunday, yes, sure. What happened in Krugersdorp stays in Krugersdorp. What is that reference to?
I have no idea. Don't ask me. Well, Rakesh, you would know.
Normally in Vegas.
Ah.
Normally in Vegas.
Normally in Vegas. Okay. What's next? Okay, let's go to Houghton. Let's smash it out and let's have a look at what happened. Rakesh, there you go. -2, 38 points, earning himself 800 credits. It's pretty much like 2 free rounds and 550 rank points. You really jumped up the rankings. You are now just outside the top 10. Bastian Verveer, it's nice to see him come right because of his handicap at 28 is bound to come right at some stage. Leon Duplessis, -1 also. Donna Perimal, Gerard Sneeman, another good finish for him, bouncing back from his Imbotsi form. Ashley Herman, Wimpy Force. Donnie, another top 10 at your home course. Adam Ford and Fricky Stang. For those who don't know, Donnie's won twice at Houghton, once on a Thursday and once on a Sunday.
So true.
You just
Well
not
done,
there.
Donnie.
Yeah. I
But-
came twice. No, I came second once
Mm.
behind Donnie on the Sunday.
Yeah.
Just saying, hey, Donnie.
What I want to
I know,
ask,
I
Rakesh,
know.
before we watch the top 5 video, at one stage, because we all look at the live scoring, you were 5 under par, and we thought, geez, there's only one guy playing this golf course. You must have been flying, and then quickly tell us what happened to go from 5 under par to 2 under par.
That's you, Rakesh.
So where we all started off was we kicked off on the 10th hole, and I must say, blowing the 10th hole, then going through bogey, par. Then I blew another par 5. It was an interesting first 9. I must say, coming off the first 9, well, the back 9, and wondering if Robbie's going to be ahead of time because Robbie was playing singles with Steven.
Yeah.
But hitting the first hole, tee off, second shot, I missed it. It went into the bunker, so it was a bit of a shank. And from there, chip into the hole with a birdie. I think that was a turning point, as I mentioned before. Confidence kicked up, and from there we got a single point after that. We got a bogey, blow, and we continued. The last 2 holes actually got me bad.
Yeah.
I must say, second last hole, I made a 6 there. Off the tee, second shot into a 3, and
Nice.
the ball was stuck. So yeah, I managed to save 1 point. I know Steven was looking at me. We could have won the Kilani 4-ball alliance. And yeah, the last hole, par 3, that was where I lost my first ball. So yeah, came in with a 5-1, and that was the game. But it was great.
Let me just add there, look at that birdie on the first. What a good birdie that must be. Take us through that.
Yeah, like I mentioned, beautiful drive off the deck. Second shot, slight miss. It went into the bunker. But you had terrible winds coming in there. From the bunker, took my time and just gave it my best. And it bounced and rolled in the hole. And I screamed birdie, and everyone just looked at me. Yeah.
Awesome.
So that was great.
You were saying that it was a day for chipping because you chipped everything
Agreed.
right next to the hole, so you didn't have to worry about 3-putting anything.
Definitely. My chips were like crisp, just one touch, and the ball was next to the hole in most of the holes we played. And I must say I felt good about it because the putting wasn't that bad. It was just a tap in or some 2 putts in, but yeah, it was good. It was good. Besides the holes I blew.
Yes,
Can
both-
I ask a question quickly? Rakesh, what balls did you play with? Because my balls never got next to the hole, eh?
Strixon.
Seriously?
Which ones?
Great.
Skin cap.
Which Rixons?
Soft field.
Okay, no, great, man.
So you weren't checking it because those soft fields don't check as much as like an XV or a.
Yeah, I know, but I always play with them. I actually enjoy them. They're nice balls.
Okay. I'm going to ask you a golf question, and we all know this answer. Wouldn't it be nice if we could chip like that every time?
Yeah, then golf wouldn't be that exciting. It depends where your balance is, right? You either got it on a day or you don't have it.
Yes.
Yeah,
And it depends
so,
how you chip.
yeah.
If you watch Donnie chip, it's these low little things. I've never seen Donnie flop things, ever. It's always these
No,
low
agreed.
checky jobs.
I learned the hard way, Maz.
Yeah.
You need to use the green when you've got green to play with. So
Before we go to the top 5, talk about snow. How's that Monday? This is that was Kilani. Can you believe it on the Monday? And most of the pictures that circulated on our groups was ridiculous. Crazy.
Yeah, Mazo, that was crazy. I mean, we even had a couple of pictures of Houghton as well. You know, so I mean, the day after it was like snowy white, and yeah, it's crazy to know that the day before we actually played there, and yeah, luckily we're one of those lucky guys that managed to get some snow.
Yeah, winter
Agreed.
wonderland.
Definitely.
Okay, I promised you a top 5 to listen to what the guys had to say, and then you can see how excited Rakesh was.
Houghton, go for it. Wayne Jensen.
My man, this is an unbelievable feeling. A lot of butterflies in the stomach. I looked at the leaderboard and we finally got it over the line. Thank you. It's an amazing feeling. Wasn't expecting it, but I feel like the man.
You did, at the end, did you start coming undone? You were 5 under at one point.
Yeah, it was tough. It was tough. The last 2 holes, couldn't get it around. Point. And yeah, but eventually, Rob even told me, he said, look at the leaderboard. I said, no, let's just see how it goes.
Mr. Rakesh seeing himself. Well done, Rakesh.
Off the tee, drives are on point, chips were to the tee. I'm sure Stephen and Rob is going to tell you the same. Chips came close to the hole and good to go.
What did you think of the course?
Course was amazing. Wind was challenging. I must say, I just kept my head into the game. And yeah, the support of the team was great. Loved it.
Didn't start the second 9 off well, but birdied the 18th to break 100 for like the 3rd time.
Well done. What was the best part of your game?
My recoveries. Getting off the tee wasn't great, but then from there, getting onto the green and making putts. I wasn't thinking I was in it, and then when we were checking the scores here at the end.
Did you know you were in contention?
No, I didn't actually. We played our team game, and I said to Frikkie this morning, before we started playing, that I don't want to score today and stuff. Can you guys just do it for us? And then on the 9th hole, when we were finished, because we started on the 10th, he told me, yeah, you are like in the tide for the lead. And then, yeah.
Did you win your team game?
Yes, we won 3 for 2 left, yeah.
I'm satisfied. Putting wasn't that hard. Missed a couple of shorties once, otherwise it would have been much better place, but overall I'm happy.
Nice start to this qualifying cycle for the major.
Yes, definitely. I'm looking forward to that, playing for was it Blair Ethel? Can't wait, I hope I qualify. But so far, yes, in the running.
Putted well, but also T-box well. I think I hit 1 driver today. Rest was 3 wood. So that helped. Yeah. Finding fairways.
How was the course?
Course is in great nick. For this time of the year, absolutely. I think come back here anytime in winter, it plays very well.
Donnie's stuck. Well, there you go. We'll play something else and then Donnie will try to sort you out. Yes. So that was it at Houghton.
Donnie's to your right.
Yeah, we can hear his voice, but he's very a
I
mime.
can't see what you guys can see, but it's like full okay.
Okay. We'll come back. But I've got another video for you. This is, we were speaking about the top 10 or 20 change rooms in Gauteng, and Houghton was on the list. I think it was 10th. So Frikkie and myself jumped into that locker room and did a little video for you so you can see what apparent top 10 change room looks like. So on last week's show, we had the top 10 change rooms, and now we're at Houghton this week, and they are in the top 10, Frikkie. So we thought, let's have a walk around and show you what a top 10 change room really looks like. What do you think so far? Let's have a walk.
Yeah, lekker. So Mazza, yeah, on my side, it looks pretty decent. The lockers, it's got the names on it. I think I counted about 276 odd lockers here in Houghton. So yeah, it looks pretty decent. I'm actually surprised. I never really went into the lockers itself, but it really looks very nice. So I can see it's one of the top 10s.
I like the carpet. The carpet makes it look posh and plush, and
Yeah.
when you come out of a shower, it's nice and warm, you don't slip anywhere. But yes, the lockers, at least, they look like a championship you belong.
Yeah. What's also striking for me is you're not going to get lost. You know, certain lockers that you get in, you kind of get lost. You don't know where the loos and all that kind of stuff is. You get in, you can immediately see where you need to go. There's pretty nice showers. It looks like a sauna there at the back as well. And look, I really like this look and feel of Houghton's lockers.
Which locker would you choose? Let's spin around.
Yeah, so if you go here, when we go at this side, so there number 1 starts. So yes, there's number 1. So for me, I would go for number 1. It looks pretty big. You've got 2 sizes here, so one that's probably about 1 meter and a little bit, and then smaller ones where you just probably put your small little shoes or whatever in. So my go would be a number 1.
So that is Houghton's locker room.
Lekker.
Nice. Oh, Danny's back. How did you? I think that worked out pretty well.
Yeah, absolutely, Mazza.
And
Well
like I
done,
said,
Fricky.
it's a nice little field there. And you mentioned about the carpets and stuff. So, yeah, I think definitely in the top 10. Worth it, eh?
Did you spray any champagne, Rakesh, in the locker room when you were finished?
No, not as yet. It was an excursion for me.
Okay, we all want to know all the little things. So let's start with the pin winners at Houghton. Take us through it.
Yeah, so we've got the par 3 7th for Leon du Plessis. He's got the 6 on a towel there. Mr. Adam Ford getting the Golf Concepts voucher and the tees. And then the Golfer Aid / West Scotty Powerade. Mr. Wayne Jensen, he got it on the par 3 16th.
Well done, Mr. Jensen, for taking the Golfer Aid home. Four-Ball Alliance winners. Rakesh touched on it, that they almost won, but they did not. The winners were Carl Lawrence, Mitchell de Assissin, but Leon du Plessis and Fricky Steyn was also in the four-ball, and there it goes. They played really well around Houghton, a 7-pointer, a couple of 6-pointers to be 90 points. That's not too bad.
And the
Even a
1
1 point.
Yeah, on the 6th hole.
Even a 1-pointer. So then I wonder what happened to the rest of the fellas, because we got the leaderboard here. Why does this look different?
It does.
That's
1,
odd.
2,
Okay.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, let's use this one then. I don't know what happened to the other graphic. Let's use this one. Less 6-pointers, but still a good effort. 85 as a four-ball alliance. Rakesh, you're right there. One behind, but you got the 7-pointer on the 1st and the 18th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just yeah.
How's that string of 5-pointers you got there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a row. That's pretty
Agreed.
cool.
It was a tough one, I must say. We tried, but eventually it happens. Things happen. We missed it by 1 point, and yeah, I was actually quite disappointed in it. But yeah.
And Fricky, you guys didn't do too bad either. Just the 1-pointer there. No.
Yeah, that hole was a bit of a mess for us, but yeah, still fun there. Like a four ball.
Let's see who's best at what type of hole. Here's the par 3s. Gerard Snyman topping the charts with Leon du Plessis, 3 under. That's nice. 3 points, 3 points, 3 points, 2 points. So he really played the par 3s well. Leon made a birdie there, it looks like it, on the 7th. Who else on this panel is there? Oh, I'm there.
Mazzo?
Oh, I played okay on the par 3s. Rakesh, you played okay on the par. Only a 1-pointer
wasn't
there.
bad.
So you could have been 3 under easily.
Definitely.
And that 9th is a tough hole.
Agreed.
If we had to say what was the toughest par 3s in Gauteng, that 9th at Houghton would be one of them.
Yeah,
Agreed.
For sure.
definitely. When we got there, we had actually a wind from the left-hand side blowing across, and I was lucky that my ball actually stuck on the embankment, like didn't roll into the water, and 2 of my other playing partners hit the water. So it was a difficult hole.
Let me tell you my story. So we play our match play against Koos and Cornell, right? And it's close. 1 up, even, 1 up, even. We get to the 8th, which is now our second last hole, and we are 2 up. Then Cornell wins it. So now we're 1 up with 1 to play. We're playing this par 3. Cornell goes over left. Koos goes left. My partner almost in the water. It rolls back. I hit. Now the sun's in your eyes. You can't see anything. The wind is bumping. I don't know what club to hit. Yes, I'm the one who strokes. If we lose, we tie. We out. Something has to happen. So I take an 8 iron. I smash it. Can't see anything. Nobody can see nothing. Gone. Then eventually we get there and it's on the green. Was I happy? I was happy. Sure. Because imagine you can't find the ball now, and then we lose because my partner is not stroking and he's in the trouble. So thankfully, that all worked out fine. Let's have a look at the par 4s. The best of the par 4s. Bastian Verweers, -5. Look at that. Had a good day. And he blew one out. And he got a 5-pointer.
Yes, like that.
You got a 5-pointer there, so he made par. That's pretty good. Rakesh, you were
really good.
3 under with Robert Michael, so the 2 of you were doing something right there in your full ball. Wimpy Force -3. There's no Fricky for a change, which is
Yeah, I was struggling. I recovered thanks to Leon and Nico and those guys.
Let's look at the par 5s quickly. The leader, Donnie. Well done. You take us through your par 5s, Donnie.
Yeah, it was like a good regulation birdie on the first one. Actually hit driver 7 with just over the green. Then the next one, I actually hit my drive right in trouble, played it out just properly, and actually hit it on the green, sort of like just before the raise, like just short of the green, like a hole. There was like sort of a small raise, and I was just there, boxed the putt for birdie. And I was so unlucky on that last hole. I was actually 130 meters out to the green, and I thought a soft pitching wedge would work, and I actually hit it long into the bunker, and my bunker shot just came out, and I just left it right side of the edge. So yeah, it could have been a good 4 birdies on the par 5s. So
Nice. Just before we wrap this up, I want to let's not leave the others out on the par 5s. Louis Weed did well. He's 36. Donna Perumal, Fricky Barnard, -1 of the par 5s. What happened with a 4-pointer there on the 15th, Fricky?
I'm not sure about that one, Mazza, because I got a lacquer par on that one. So I'm sure that was a 3-pointer for me. But yeah, but it was still lacquer. I think
wasn't that the
2-pointer? Sorry?
Wasn't that the par 5 that you eagled?
Oh, that's a chip in. Sorry, man. I'm thinking about a par 4 now. Yeah, sorry, Mazza.
Yeah,
Drugs.
Sorry. Fricky. The fact that I know it.
Wait, I need to tell you guys this one. Sorry, man.
Tell us.
Drugs. So perfect drive, the first one for the day, really. Second shot, sort of chunked my 4-iron, but nicely next to the water, about 60 meters, and I chipped it in for the eagle.
Ah, well done.
Nice.
Yeah.
Long chip.
Sorry?
How was the chip? I mean, like long, far,
No, it's about
complicated?
50, 60 odd meters. So yeah.
Wow.
It's more like a pitch shot, man.
Yeah, that's not chipping it in.
One is a
Proper.
chip, man. Yes, like a.
No, I'm being nice. That's more than a chip from 60 meters.
Yeah, man, where's the water? Yeah, it's about. Yeah, I'm sure it's about 50 odd meters.
Yeah, that's good.
Felt far though.
That's good. I wish I could do that more often. I just want to get back to the chat line because Wayne Jensen is going crazy. I think he wants to be mentioned. Have I mentioned I was impressed with Houghton's greens? Well, thank you. And then he says he thinks Rakesh was 6 under the stage. Were you? Oh, you wouldn't look. You weren't looking at the leaderboard. You wouldn't know.
I was told at one stage, but I didn't look at it.
Okay. Oh, okay. So you were 6 under. So when I looked, you had dropped the shot already. Wayne, where's the other one, Wayne? Locker rooms always look neat and tidy. Jason says best in Houghton. Okay. And then Wayne says, wind was scary. 16th, Martin used a 9-iron early in the day, and I had to use 6. Wind was pumping. Oh, that's the long 16th, yes.
Yeah.
Martin used a 9-iron.
Yeah.
Could have.
Really? That thing was
Not a
playing
problem.
180.
Yeah, but it's downhill as well. So it all depends what the wind was doing. Because I think it was like 170 odd, 175. So downhill, let's say it's 160 odd. And if there's a bit of a breeze at the back, it can easily be like 155.
Did he skim the water?
That I don't know.
Yes, yeah, Martin's slaan 'n bal ver. hoor.
Yeah, and Marty's not this big.
Yeah. I used my 6-iron and did not make it. Well,
You're
it
not.
was over and then came back a little bit.
Okay, let's quickly go around and rate the course. And considering the year it was in, listen to me, the season it was in,
Yeah.
I would give it a 7.5.
Yeah, it's like I would say the same, like 7.5.
Rakesh?
Yeah, look, Beza, I'll go for an 8. I think there was a few bad patches on the greens, but the overall condition, given that it's winter, still great. Bounces on the green, not so lacquer, but I mean, still, for me, 8, great condition.
Cool.
Fully
Okay.
support on the 8. I think it was, the course is in great condition compared to other courses around. And the maintenance are up on the course. So, 8.
I'm surprised you don't give it a 12.
A -6.
Yeah. Here's a
Minus
the squad update sponsored by the Hazy Q brakes. So if you ever want your brakes looked at, then you know where to go. Lonnie Wolves, Graham de Villiers, Kevin Ho, Ryan Jensen, Louis Oosthuizen, Leon Oosthuizen have one more to go. And then they have done their quota of 11. They are currently on 965 points, so they will bridge the 1,000-point mark, I'm assuming. And that will be the benchmark and the clubhouse lead for the rest of us. Frikkie, Gerard, Hansi, and Ashley are right behind you. So you have the chance to catch them. I think you actually do, because if, say, you get another 90 points, then you're on 970, which would be higher than the Lone Wolves. Hazy Q Destroyers, Yakub, Jan, myself, and Brian have played 6. Duisburg with Ian, Byron, Grant, and Gerard 6, down 580. And then as the guys play, they go in. But just remember, we're halfway through the season, so it's still possible to reach the 11 quota to be the champions of the squad challenge. I'll be ready to see who's leading Sunday Series 1.
Yes, please.
No.
Yay!
Frikkie is yet again leading something.
Yeah.
Take us.
Listen, you guys must just play, man. No, I actually lost some momentum on this one. I think I was in the lead with 2 points. Grampy made one up on me. And and Gerard, I think he jumped from like 15th or so to number 4. So
13th, my friend.
How much?
13th to 4th.
13th, yeah. So I mean, there's steep competition. So yeah, I just need to have my A game on, and hope. Look, it's still halfway, but I'm definitely going to fight for this one and let the guys work for their first place.
And Wimpy Force made a big jump as well, from 18th to 9th into the top 10. Remember, if this stops as it is, Frikkie, this would be your shootout team. Would you be happy with that?
Yeah, I think we can go home with this one, definitely, eh?
That is a good team. Looking forward to the shootout. Rakesh, hopefully you make the shootout this year.
I'm hoping.
Keep working hard. Player of the season. Now, why I'm showing this after Houghton, normally I show it a bit later, is because we've reached that point where certain players cannot play 22, the minimum of 22, to be in contention for the player of the season. So these are the players, and this is what it now looks like when you drop the other guys out. For example, Stefan Henrit, who was leading, cannot get to 22 on the rest of the season. So now he falls out. So Alan Lowe is now leading on an average of a 123.80. Grant Nell is right up there. The mid-season hamper winner with 2 victories is 116 average. You can see he's got the most points. Frikkie, 3rd position. So all of a sudden you've got something to play for, Frikkie.
Look, guys, I always have something to play for. So, just the guys need to keep the game going. I see that luckily Donnie is also there now with his little wins. So, the old Mighty Ducks is going for it, eh?
And again, I say it all the time, 1 victory and 800 or 550 ranking points can change everything. I've got some more ratings here. Wayne says 7.5. Why? Because I'm difficult like that. I played a lot of golf courses. So when you play places like a Pearl Valley or a Pazula and things like that, those that get etched in your mind, and then you kind of rate them and compare like that. And so that's why it's a 7.5.
Wayne, in other words, is actually just a spoiled brat, okay?
Hey, you go there December all the time, play those courses. Don't give me that. Ian says course 7, greens 2, cappuccino after the game 10. Nice, Ian.
I'll add to that one. I'll add to that one. The hot chocolate also 10.
10. No milkshakes on the day.
No.
Too cold. Nico Kruger says police file foto daai van Frikkie. With a trophy at least.
Ja, jy moet lekker wees, né?
Right. Before we go to Glendower, I've got some things to show you. Here we go. The top 10 19th holes in Gauteng. So it's not in the country, so I've taken all those out. And this is in Gauteng. I'm sure there's going to be some you disagree with, because according to SA Top 100, Houghton is in the top of the pops, which I disagree with. I don't think Houghton should be number 1. I'm not having a go at Houghton, but if you look at many of the other courses, let's go through it. Parkview number 2, Stain City, when you're sitting on that patio there, it is very stunning. Bryanston's got a great 19th hole. Pretoria Country Club, I suppose. Ibotsi, Modderfontein, Woodhill, Royal, Joburg West and East, I would say. Rand Park's very nice.
I would add another one in there where I think it's quite nice. It's Eagle Canyon.
Yeah, there it
that's
is.
number 19th now. Yeah.
What
Would have
views?
also said that. Yeah.
Copperleaf 14, Benoni Country Club 11. They've got a proper place there. I can imagine when all the breakers get together. 12, ERPM. Okay. Blair Athol 13. I would have thought that would be much higher. Glen Vista is 15th, Centurion 16th. Would have thought that would be higher. And Wanderers is there. What would you go for, boys? And on the chat line, let me know as well.
Yeah, I must say, it's like I think the two that for me stand out definitely is Eagle Canyon and Stain City. So that would be my top two from those courses.
Yeah, I would take Stain City out and put Pretoria Country Club in. Country Club. I'm a big, when you end the game, looking at the golf course, for instance. So I like to have that after the game. So Eagle Canyon definitely number 1, and Pretoria, looking after that 18th, I think.
Rakesh, what is yours?
I fully support Eagle Canyon, but I also think Dainfin is a beautiful course as well.
Yes, I agree.
So,
Yeah, correct.
Very
Yes.
nice. They've got a nice vibe there, for sure.
Yeah.
And I always look, like if we have to take into account the furniture and the comfortableness of it, inside there, they've got those big couches you can like chill in. Those are also pretty cool.
Yeah.
I disagree with the Houghton and Rand Park. Thank you, Wayne. I agree with Donnie. Rand Park and CCJ. CCJ is also proper.
Yeah.
They're really, really nice. Krugersdorp met die brandy specials. Well,
Jy drink aan nie eens brandy nie, Ian.
Ian, maybe you should do a top 10 in Gauteng brandy special places. But he doesn't drink brandy. River Club, says Zainal. I'm sorry. I thought, who said I was the posh one? This guy says River Club, Zainal.
Hello, Zain.
Hello, Zain. Yes, River Club, very nice as well. All right, what else are we doing? Okay, then I also said, we'll do that afterwards. Let's go to Glendower, everybody, and let me show you I keep seeing things and then I'm adding them. Did you see this video? Fricky, would you do this with your Ferrari? Yes, Donnie, it went straight through the window. You wouldn't do that with your Polo with 300,000 kilometers on it, would you?
No, but you see, the difference between me and him is he's got a bank balance where he can just literally press a button and another one gets delivered on his doorstep. It's like,
Thanks, Live Golf.
Listen, Meza, he got me by the fact that he got out of the car. I would have just stayed in the car. There's no ways I'm getting out of that thing.
No. I agreed. I would have shanked it and hit the back little window because I know how much those damn things cost to replace. Inside joke.
En daar's geen kans dat hierdie vet gaan dat hy kar klim nie.
I'd love to go to a Ferrari place and try to get you in and out of one just to see what it looks
no
like.
ways. I struggled with Simon's GT, man. So what the hell?
Boys, Glendower tomorrow. We know what to expect, so it's going to be interesting to see what the scores are going to be after all is said and done. I'm going to show you some quick information. National ranking is 8, which is the highest in Gauteng, if I'm not mistaken. Well, Athol is higher than that. But we're going to be spoiled tomorrow, even though it's winter. I'm interested to see what the grass looks like after the snow. Has hosted 8 SA Opens, the most by any Gauteng club in the modern era. Brandon Grace, 5 Eagles in 2018's SA Open, 3 of them at the par 5s. Imagine, in one round, 5 Eagles. Shit.
Sure.
Yeah. That's proper.
And did you know that each hole is named after a species of bird and they're all on the property?
Yeah, man, that I didn't know. And the thing is like, I don't even know. It's like, well, from what I know, they don't even say it on each hole that this is Piet my vrou and that's fucking Haridaan, whatever.
I don't think I have seen that where that is.
No, I've never. So.
It would be interesting. Donnie, I'm going to give you 30 seconds because you are a Summer Cup winner on Glendower. 30 seconds to tell the guys playing tomorrow what to expect and how to do it. And go.
Hole 1 to 5, drink all brown sherry to keep warm. And then hopefully you don't hit the water. And then from there on is like when it's warm, you can start playing golf. And then you play bomb the driver, hit the greens, and then either walk off of a par or drop.
And then from 6 to 10?
Well, 6 onwards.
Oh, I see.
No, keep it simple. Like I said, it's like just treat each hole on its merit and just avoid the bunkers. They love their bunkers around the greens, and you can get stuck in them quite easily.
And I don't think it's too tight, to be fair. I think if you have a good day of the tee box, you've got plenty of space.
Yeah, there's like 2 or 3 holes where you have to really position a driver well. Like example, hole number 2, it looks tight off the tee box and you have to cross a dam, but the fairway does actually open in the landing area. So just stick to your guns, get your shot shape, and just trust it. That's a thing.
Yeah, Zane says greens might be very hard and quick. They've got stunning greens. I'm very interested to see what the course is going to be like tomorrow. Very.
Yeah, I do think that snow might have, just made the greenness go away very quickly.
I'm sure it has. The course have turned for sure. Let's do quick predictions. I'm going to go -4.
Sure. I think -1 or well, let's go -2.
Okay, Donnie took mine, so I'll go -1 then.
Kesh, what are you?
Let's go -1.
-1. So we think we're going to struggle. Okay. All right. Let's see what it all comes out to once we're done, how our predictions are. Gerard says, all brown sherry, South Africa is anti-freeze. That is for sure.
Lekker monies.
What other information do we have about Glendower? These are the pins that we can look forward to. The par 3 6th over the water. That will be interesting to see where the pin placement for that one's going to be. All I can tell you is make sure you take enough club. And then the wind, if I'm not mistaken, can blow into you more often than not.
Yeah, that's correct, Maz.
Par 4 11th will be our closest in 2. And then the par 3 17th is probably the longest of the lot, will be the Strixon sponsored par 3 17th. Yes. There we go.
Lekker.
Let's have a look at the tee sheet quickly so we can see who is jolling and what the handicaps are. We start at 0723 with Nico Roots, Ryan Jensen, Baron Knutzer, and Ilvia Berger taking us off. We've got one match play game, Jaco de Kock, Louis Gerber, Matt Bierneke, and Neil Hall. I can tell you this much. If Matt and Neil don't win this game, they are out, and that group is concluded. Then I'm playing with Kevin. I'm playing over 17. My Saga is 21. How crap am I? Zaynel, you're playing with me. You're playing with...
So the two Porsche guys is playing together, eh, Matt?
It looks like it. I'll talk about getting around at River Club again. I've got Kiro with me. No, I can ask him about his China trip. Leon Kruger, Gerard Gerber, Ian Holthouse, and Kieran Reynolds. Donnie, there you are, playing for 2, yeah. So you've got a chance. Just after 8, so you can have at least one more hot chocolate.
There we go.
On the 10th, we've got Simon, Lyle, Peter, and Leonard Dad taking us off on that side. And then we've got Scott Hamilton from Golf Raid with his crew coming with. Marco Guimarães is new to the Duckhook fraternity. He will be joining us as well. So it will be interesting to see how it all unfolds. Don't forget, we have live scoring. So if you want to watch the live scoring and support the boys, that is what you can do. Zane says even. Okay, Zane, thank you. Right. So that is Glendower. So we won't dive too much into it. We'll review it when we are done next week. What I was doing is I wanted to put together, as I had mentioned, the top 10 opening holes. So I've got a whole list. And now when I mention this is all the courses that we play in our season. Excuse the Danefern spelling mistakes in observatory, because when you type so many names so fast, finger issues. Frikkie, I put these names together and I realized this is how many clubs I have to deal with and book and sort out on a weekly basis, or the things that we put ourselves through.
Mazza, luckily you're the boss man and you do have very, very good jobs.
Can you imagine how many it takes forever to put a calendar together? Anyway, I want to know, boys, here we go. Parkview, Michali, Services, Danefern, Krugersdorp, it goes. As you can see, there's different different lengths of holes. Like Krugersdorp is a par 5, the first, right? Where else? The Arcasia is a par 3. Wanderers is a par 5 down and up the hill. So, you boys, I want your favorite opening hole. It doesn't have to be 1 to 10, like best of best. It's just got to go into the top 10. So let's have a couple of. Graham says services, but Graham, I think services is so straightforward. It's like you tee off if I'm on the right hole, and it's just straight.
Yeah.
There's nothing pretty about it. There's
Green's a bit elevated, but yeah, no.
It's such a small green. Or Delsa.
Look, I would agree with Graham, and why I'm saying that as well is you want to start off with a pretty open. You don't want to, like a Eagle Canyon, for instance. I mean, you have to either lay it up, or if you're going to hit a driver, you might be in the water. So you don't want to start your day like that. So services to me is like a straight, just hit it, get it on, make a par if you have to, and then from there you can start the course. So I kind of agree with Graham on that one.
Like Ricky, they call it a driving range where you can practice that ahead of time.
Yeah, but when you're too busy with other stuff like Mazzo and me, so you don't get to a driving range. So I would prefer an opening hole that's pretty open and easy to go with, and just hit it.
Rakesh, what do you think?
I think Glen Vista, the 10th hole. First shot off the box, then over the water. It's actually quite a nice hole, depending on the time of day that you tee off.
Hold on, what have we done here? Best opening holes. The 10th hole is not an opening hole.
So we're talking first hole.
First hole,
Yeah,
sorry.
boys.
First hole.
Glen Vista first hole is also good. If you look at it.
Yeah,
It's not bad.
I would tend to disagree with you. I hate that.
I've got two, Maz.
Go for it.
That I think is good candidates. It's definitely Wingate, because it's a hole that if you get the tee shot wrong, it can penalize you. If you're too far back, the trees on the left, short of the green comes in play. If you hit it left there, you have to punch out. Same thing for right. And then my second one is Danefern. Danefern's first hole, because that's a difficult tee shot, but also it's a risk and reward. If you want to take driver, you can try and bomb it over the trees on the right. It's open then. But if you do just get it a little bit miss, you're left into the hazard. Or if you just mishit it, there's the hazard on the right. So, both of those two holes almost let you want to play an iron off the tee box. But if you're willing to take the driver, you can take the gamble. So I think those two are one of those two. Will take my. I would almost lean more towards Danefern than Wingate.
There's a couple of people say Goldfields. Now, Goldfields, I don't know if it is in Gauteng, but it's not on our calendar.
It is. The other side.
It's not on our
It's
calendar.
northwest, yeah.
There. I can't remember it. Why are they saying Goldfields?
That's right.
So Mazzo, Goldfields basically is there next to the car park, if I'm not mistaken. Or
It's
is
a
that...
small dogleg left, isn't it?
Yes, correct. Yeah. So Donnie and then we'll go over the trees, and it's like open, and next shot, great par. Ne? Can you remember that?
No, I
Ricky,
can't.
you've painted that picture beautifully. You've just described every freaking golf hole ever.
Great. Yes. Okay.
Thanks for that. What about Ibotzi's first hole? That is, if you've never played Ibotzi, you stand on there. It's very pretty. I'm not saying it's easy.
Yeah, Mazzo, I don't know.
Nobody agrees with me.
My favorite, no.
Yeah, I think the guys are going to be more lenient to hit like a hybrid off there or an iron. It's like in all fairness, I think I've only hit driver once on that hole in all the times that I've played this. So it's not a driver hole for me. So it's almost like, I don't say one-dimensional, but it's like, it's just like you hit a long iron or a hybrid on there, and then you attack the green. There's no
Ian says
risk
Bushwillow.
reward type scenario.
Yeah, Ian says Bushwillow, that par 5, that's not a bad hole. I must be honest. I like that.
Yeah.
That's not a bad. Gerard Zeman says Goldfields, nice bookies, 2-legged bookies and 4-legged bookies. Can I say
yourself
Stain
off,
City?
Gerard.
But Stain City's not on our tour, or on our calendar. Wayne says Blue Valley first, also very short. If you miss the green, then you suck because it's huge.
Yeah, no. I would go Irene then, between services and Irene. Like an open, Just get it done.
But again, Irene is such a nothing hole. It's like they've got the course and they needed a first to go somewhere.
Yeah,
So you
but
just
you
whack
said
it
the
down
best
this field.
opening hole, not the difficult or the easiest. You said the best. So you know, guys just want to
Yeah,
start. with
but
like,
also,
okay.
Fricky, also remember, you can only choose the course once. So, you know, I'd rather use that for that par 3, 8th or 7th.
the
To have that on.
Pitbull, what?
Yeah, so.
Yes, the one you got a hole in one on.
So,
Yes.
Not
so
good.
I'd rather have that in the top 18 holes, you know, instead of the first hole.
If we're doing a top 18. Remember how we started when we were doing the top 18? Yo,
Yeah.
you guys, we should do that again. If you really want to see how this show really started its roots, go to the beginning of the YouTube channel back in the day, and you will see we did all our best 18 holes, but it was specific. So it was the best second hole of second holes, best third hole of third holes. It was during lockdown, so at least we had something to watch. We had plenty of people watching. Okay, let's finish this up. I'm going to choose what else I'm going to throw out there. Blair Athel's par 5 is great, down the hill there. Many of you haven't played it, but that is a pretty hole. Eagle Canyon is also, you know, pretty with a left, nice start, and not the 10th, don't get it confused. Yeah, that's it. What else? So I see we're leaving a lot of them out. You wouldn't want to start with a Cassia's par 3?
No. You want to hit the driver, man. You start with the driver.
Okay, so let's...
If you're Fricky and you don't go to the range, you need to hit a driver to warm up.
Let's narrow our thoughts down. Rakesh, you give me yours.
Sorry, my line just dropped there. So I missed some of the questions.
Okay, the question is, we're going to nail our top 10 down. So you give me yours.
Top 10 courses, right?
Top 10, the hole. Out of those courses that I showed, which one would you choose for the opening hole?
Opening hole, so I'm looking at maybe a Park View. Park View is quite cool.
Okay.
Houghton wasn't bad.
Yes,
But
I
it
think
was tough.
Houghton's beautiful if you can know how to play that hole. If you don't have to play.
If you're not playing in the best weather that we took it in.
Okay, so choose Park View or Houghton.
Yeah, Park View.
Park View.
Okay.
Donnie?
Danefern.
Danefern. Flicky?
Irene.
Sticking to his guns.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Botsy, just to make it interesting.
Okay, fine.
There's a lot of Eagle Canyons. Eddie says Killarney. Killarney's okay. It's just kind of straight up. Don't go left. That's it. All right, boys. That's it from us. We're going to call it quits for today. Thank you for watching. It's been a pleasure to be with you all. Oh, yes. Do you want to say something?
I just need to do one thing. Just the admin for the guys. Remember, we're playing competitions. Very important that you guys understand that the ball must get into the hole. There's no gimmies. Doesn't matter how close it is. Okay, if you pick it up, it's a blackout. Okay, so it's very important. Don't make it uncomfortable for the guys in your football. Don't make that they report this. So asking very nicely, ball in the hole. Thank you very much. Unless you can't score.
Yes, you've been warned. I think the key thing you say is you make other people uncomfortable because they know the rules, and then you go pick it up because you're this far away, and they're like, ah.
Yeah.
Policeman Fricky is on the way.
Yes, and we are busy doing classic stuff. So the classic is 56 days away, people. It's almost here.
Correct.
And on that note, we're going to say goodbye, and we'll see the guys who are playing on Thursday. Otherwise, we'll see you next week. Thanks for joining.
Cheers.
Rakesh, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for having me.
Cheers. Cheers, boys.
Ciao, ciao.
Guys.
I never lose. I will succeed, not immediately, but absolutely and definitely. I will take action when others hesitate. I will think big when others don't. I will sacrifice when others won't. I will dare to dream of greatness when others fear it. I will outwork my competition day and night.
The one who is hungrier to reach the top will always get there before the talented guy. Maybe not immediately, but in the end, hungry always wins. In the end, hard work always wins. In the end, heart wins. Courage wins. In the end, the one who is more dedicated to reach the top will win.